Fair warning, friends. Should you prefer to remain unburdened by foreknowledge of the thrilling adventures of Kratos, Atreus, and yours truly, then turn back now. Spoilers for Ragnarok lie ahead.
Welcome back to the arcade. Oh my god, listen, I am so excited and happy and just thankful that I was able to still be here on this earth and be alive and experience this treasure, this treat, this gift called GOW Ragnarok. As a lot of you know, a lot of you may not know, over the last year and a half, I've been making content and hype content around GOW Ragnarok. This has been the video game of my lifetime. This is the best video game I've ever played in my life, and I've played a lot of video games, hence the video game channel. And for me, and I just there's so many layers to this game. Not only just the visual aspects of it, the score, the story, the mobility, the fighting, the behind the scenes. It's just the voice acting. There's so much that goes into this video game that makes it absolutely perfect. I'm not here to talk about the game of the year and this versus the Elden Ring. It hits on so many heartstrings. As for me being a father, Kratos being a father, your children growing up and going out to the world to do their own thing, prophecy, what's your destiny, dealing with not immortality, but dealing with mortality, life and death, making amends, vengeance, revenge, growing, becoming a better person, starting to listen, all the things that happen in this story with Kratos and a lot of the other characters, even Thor, this parallel with my life, and I'm sure your life as well too. So for me, I just want to just give y'all my final thoughts of what I expected and what I was hoping, and did it live up to the hype for me? And yes, it absolutely lived up to the hype in every literal word of it. I don't have anything really bad to say about the game. Maybe the only two things that I really wanted, one thing I really hated, the only thing I hated was the purple sigil arrows, having to shoot them and make them big in order for you to freeze it, or the fire one's easy, but in order for you to freeze it, that shit drove me crazy. I know the level towards the end, whenever we was heading back to Ragnarok, the chain, you know what I'm talking about if you played, you're trying to pull it, but this part, for whatever reason, was so janky of you trying to figure out which arrow, that drove me fucking insane. But after playing for what, 25, 30 hours, 35 hours, that's the only thing that I played the game that I was actually like pissed off about. And for a game this long, for me to have only one complaint, and I complain a lot, that's astounding. And the last thing I really wanted, I got so hyped, is that I wanted to play with Thor. Whenever Odin told Thor to go with Atreus, they you know how they do like the camera pan. I was like, oh, the camera pan transition that lets you know you're about to like play with a different character. And once we realized we was gonna be playing as more than one character, more than Kratos, I was so happy. I thought we was about to play with Thor. I was like, oh my god, I'm about to be slinging that hammer, boy. But obviously we didn't get to play with Thor, man. I love Thor in this game. I love Ryan Hurst's voice acting. It was just the embodiment. I love this Thor more than an MCU Thor, which I would never thought I would say that. The look, the vibe, his story, I kind of felt bad for him. His dad was manipulating him, and he was a drunk. It was so many real world life parallels that his family he went through, the trauma he was going through from his sons being murdered, to his father using them, to his wife Sif Sif. His wife and his daughter been disappointed in him, him stopping drinking, which goes all the way back to the first encounter, whenever the opening scene and Odin told him, you're no fun anymore. showing that he was trying to grow and he was trying to be better, as Kratos would say multiple times in this game. And I just love Thor, man. I hate he went out the way he did. I hate he died the way he did. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. But if we had like a spin-off or like a DLC where we play just Thor, oh my God, bro, that'd be lit. But absolutely love Thor. The opening fight, the ending fight, but the opening fight was the greatest open to any game, I would say any fucking Marvel movie all time. That opening monologue or prologue, whatever you want to call it, of this game was set the tone early. And I was a bit sad at the end of the game because obviously as a father, you know, when your kids grow up, they go off to college or they gotta go their own separate ways. It freaking sucks, man. So, but the one line when Kratos, you know what I'm about to say, when Kratos said,
Loki will go. Atreus remains.
Loki goes, but Atreus remains. I cried like a baby. I tried to record a little bit of myself towards the ending, but it was hard because I was like in it. So I got my camera. I'm at the end of Ragnarok. I've been crying like 10 minutes. So whenever I post my video, I'm just gonna insert this in, but
My shrine in Yona.
I tried my best to record it, man, but I cried multiple times during this story. Her arc of her seek for vengeance and her making amends with everyone, with her brother, and her coming around, not her being the full-time companion. Mimir's story, the twist of fucking Tyr, the twist of Tyr not actually being there, that it was Odin the entire time, blew my fucking mind, dude. I wish I was recording. I stood up with my hands on my head. I said, no fucking shot. No wonder he was so timid. And I was able to free Tyr, like after the game was over. I did the side mission, as you see here. I was able to find the real Tyr with Freya and Mimir. Thank you so much for all the support on all my shorts and videos I've been making. I've been heavy on God of War Ragnarok just last week. A lot of God of War Ragnarok content. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Now I know as the game dwindles down and everyone starts to beat it, you know, I have to move on to the next game, which for me would be Evil West. And maybe Sonic Frontiers. Fuck. No, just joking. But Evil West is the next game I'm looking forward to. So I have a few more shorts left in the can of God of War Ragnarok that I'm gonna post the next few days. But after that, I'll probably be done with it for a while. Yeah, man, it lived up to the hype. It really did. I love this game. And just know one day in the future, 2-3 years from now, 4 years from now, Santa Monica Studios is gonna announce the next God of War title. I don't know if I'll still be YouTube. I don't know if I'll still be doing YouTube then or whatever the case may be. But just know, no matter what, when they announce that game for the next God of War title, come back here to the channel. I'm gonna lose my fucking...
We have a long journey ahead. These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.